Okay, well today what we're going to do is we're going to try to straighten out this beam right here. Went ahead and rented a slide hammer. What I'm going to do is drill a hole through the beam, attach my bolts over here, and try to pull this and get it to straighten out some, at least enough so that I can install the new hood latch and it won't bind up and lean forward the way it is, and then take it off and switch positions, move over to here maybe. And there's also a little bit of hammer work that I need to do to get this straightened out. If none of that works, then I'm just going to have to basically just take it to a body shop and have them, cut the welds off over here. I already got all the parts. I just need to find a shop cheap enough to justify doing it. I went ahead and unbolted the AC line and attached this slide hammer, drilled in two 5/16 holes into the metal to attach it. Just checking the tightness and see if the bolts have moved any. I can't really tell if it's done anything. I just want to do a quick progress report before I start banging on another angle. Before, this weld was detached, and after the first session with the slide hammer, obviously you can see it's back to where it's basically flush. And what I've done is taken the slide hammer, moved it over about 6 inches. So I'm going to be, instead of sliding directly out this way, I'm going to be coming a little bit more of an angle. And hopefully, as you can see, this is about the gap where it's supposed to be, and it kind of crumbles in just a little bit, actually significant, and I'm hoping to correct that. Yeah, so much of change. Okay, well, I think I've done as much damage as I can with the slide hammer, trying to bend this out. I mean, it looks, I don't know, it looks okay, I guess. And you have to keep in mind, these things are supposed to take hundreds of pounds, if not thousands, in the event of an impact. So me just banging away on this thing with the slide hammer isn't really going to do much. I'm going to go ahead and try to replace the hood latch, and if this can function, then I'm going to go ahead and test fit the nose and things like that, because one of the problems was when the hood was coming down, the edge of the hood was binding with the nose, I think, and that's what was causing problems with the latch as well. So to get this off, these two bolts right here, this one right there. I guess the easiest way to see whether or not I got this thing bent out far enough, I mean, as soon as I put this on, put the hood latch in place, that's the third point of the bolt hole isn't lining up right, and obviously I got more work to do. And put it in place and see if everything lines up. It actually looks decent. Now, inside here you have the hood release cable. And there's a little, well, you're probably never going to be able to see it, but there's a little space right here where the ball will come out, and a groove where the cable is threaded through on this. Oh, shit. Fuck. Actually, I didn't break the cable. There's this little rubber shroud right here. It acts as a stopper, so when you pull the cable, this ball will go and retract inside the sheath and stop against that point. Right here, there's a ball-shaped hole with a groove. That's where the cable feeds through, and the cable goes into here, like that. And you put the ball into the hole, and it goes into that groove, and everything is held in place by this little metal clip. Take the clip, and basically it goes up like that. Okay, well, I got everything in place. I haven't tightened these down yet. I just want to make sure everything lines up and that it will close. Well, that's the safety catch right there. Oh. Alright. Yeah. That's on. Okay, so from here, I'll just go. The real test is going to be whether or not this edge is going to bind with the nose. So I'm going to go ahead and start reassembly of the bumper. Okay, well, the first part is to reattach one of the bumper supports. This is off of 2002 SE. This is a special edition Miata. It's like the weird kind of yellow with a mica in it. It's one of the nice things about the first and second generation Miatas is that it was pretty much built on the same platform with just little tweaks to the body. Okay, well, I went back, attached the AC line and the horn. Now comes the bumper support. It's held in place by these these bolts right here. I'm going to begin assembly the nose piece. For now, I'm just kind of swing it in place just to reorient myself as everything went together. Along the top over here, you're going to have, let's see, 4 bolts that attach the top of the skin. And then of course there's this little piece right here. This lines up in a little slot. It's kind of hard to see. It's a 10 millimeter. This is a little corner piece. This just snaps in like that. And there's a bolt that goes in over here. And that's pretty much it for the corners. I just got the bumper skin kind of tacked in place. And the whole point of all this was to get the hood to be able to close. I mean, earlier in the video, we put in the new hood latch. It works that way. So let's just make sure everything's going to work. And it's just as I was, yeah, as you can see, the hood is edge overlapping the nose cover. So I didn't pull out that brace far enough, which means there's no point in putting the nose on. I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and take this to a shop, have them pull that frame out or replace it.